Hello friends, you're the Lonesome Gamer and I'm playing Merchant of Venus. And I'm using my own solitaire rules, and you can find them on BGG in the files section. So until now there are 5 systems explored, and I have quite some good shield value. Actually, I already have a shield value of 4. I've bought Bionic Perfume and Chicle Liquor, so let's move on now. We go here to the next step, and then we roll 3 dice to determine our movement points. Okay, that's quite a lot. This is 16. And now, as I told you already in the last video, if you roll doubles, then that means that there might occur a trade. So we roll now for a good. So this is a 30-sided dice, so we have to divide it by 2. Let's see what it is. So that would be number 7 then. And that good is not yet discovered, so there is no trade. And I forgot also an exploration roll. At the beginning of every turn, my house rule says that you can do an exploration roll. And in this case, this is a... Oops. Just give me a minute. We only have 14 systems, so... yeah, here we go. That would be number 10. And this is the water world. So the water world was discovered by the AI. And these are the quasars. And it says, upon discovering the nature of the universe, the quasars evolved into amorphous masses of fog and lightning. Their behavior grew erratic, sometimes despondent, sometimes cruelly ambitious. Still, their profoundly disturbing art fetches a high price. Okay. So it's just a weird cloud of light and dust. And this is number 14, so here we go. They have this psychotic sculpture. We place that here now. And then, because this sculpture was discovered by the AI, it is assumed that it will buy this this racial technology. So the variable laser goes away, and because at the beginning of the game I removed one racial technology token of every culture, there is now no variable laser left in the game, which is sad because this is really a great technology. Okay, anyway, we had now 16 movement points, and we just want to go here to the jungle world, so that should not be a problem. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and here we are. And these are now the cholos. So that is number 12. And these microscopic bacteria are ingenious bioengineers who excel at cellular manipulation. They can be difficult to communicate with, given that they speak by inflicting precise symptoms upon their host, making it sneeze in a specific rhythm. Okay, well that sounds awesome. So we gain 90 of the IOU. Let's see. Oh, and here, I will use my wave emitter. It says after your move step, you may exchange one mission with another player in your space. So I already said that. My solo rules give you another option here. You can discard this thing, draw 2 mission cards, and then keep 1 mission card from all 3 missions that you have. So that one would be this technology here. And then we can draw 2 more mission cards. And this is here, the ice world is the destination. While at a surface city or spaceport in this system, have at least 2 goods capable of being sold to that system's culture. Well, that is interesting because the ice world is not far away from where we are. But we only have this chicle liquor, only one. I'm not sure. The other one would be the trapped rogue planet. While at the surface city or spaceport in this system, have at least 2 goods capable of being sold to that system's culture. It's basically the same, and it's also not so far away. I'm not so sure which one is the better one, actually. I think I don't have any goods in this area that I can sell to the Zoom, so I think I will take this one, the Ice World, that mission, and I'll discard the other 2 missions. So, here we are. And now let's see what we can do. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is, first I'll buy for this 90 bucks. I will buy the variable shield because that's a pretty good item. This turn, add X to your shield value, where X is the value of the assigned die. So this is now placed here, and you have to assign a die to activate the shield. And then I can sell the chicle liquor, and because the market is it's a normal market, not low, not high, I can sell it for 90. And then I will buy the designer jeans, and for 40 bucks an additional cargo bay. So if I sell something, it goes here into the supply area, and because the designer jeans and the cargo bay, they cost 100, I have to pay 10 right here, and then I can take that one, and I can take this green marker and place it here to upgrade my ship. Okay, and then I got to do a market shift because it's the end of the trading. So now here is a low market. Means if I sell my goods here, I won't get that much money. Okay, next turn. Let's draw a passenger token. And this is again a demand token. It's glorious junk. And this is culture number 6. These are the humans. So that means now, if I go here and if I sell the humans glorious junk, then they would pay me additional 40 bucks for the first good that I'd sell them. Then let's do another exploration roll. So in this case, this would be number 8, which is again the giant planet that is already explored, so there is no additional exploration by the AI this turn. And then we roll our speed dice. That's not a lot. So this is these are 7. Well, let me see. Okay, now what I could do is I could assign this die with a 1 here on that throttle boost, and that would allow me to roll another 6-sided die. And basically I want to go here to the colony world. So what I would need is 2 to start here with the green space, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I had a good chance to get there if I would roll a 4th dice. But my problem is actually this navigational point here. And this works in a way, if you enter such a point, you better assign a die here in this navigational space, because that allows you to control where you end up. If I would assign a 2, I would stop at that point. If I assign a 1 or a 6, I can go here. 3, 4, 5 allows me to go here. If I don't assign a die at all, then my opponent can decide where to go for me. So in this case it would be the worst possibility. In the solo game it would be the one that I like the least, actually. So you might argue, okay, so maybe just simply assign a 1 here on the booster and then assign a 4, for example. So I could go here and I have a good chance to make this navigational hazard, and then I still can land. The point is, as long as I'm a pilot, a level 1 pilot, I can only assign 1 die. You have to be a level 2 pilot to be allowed to assign 2 dice, and a level 3 pilot to assign 3 dice. So in this case, my options are limited. I cannot make it there. I will assign a die here, a navigational die. So that allows me now to go here 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I can move here 7, and that's it. Okay, it's the end of the turn. Okay, at the beginning of the next turn, the AI actually discovered the nebula habitat. And there are the Graw. These degenerate fish-like creatures, you could see them here, are all that remain of a once proud race that ruled over the entire galaxy. Once highly advanced, they are now just primitive, superstitious brutes who worship their former students, the Quassoth. Well, these are actually these people here. Okay. So, let's see, this is number 3. So, they are placed here, and the market is high there, which is not bad. And there is a heartburn, but now there are 2 of this racial advantage, so I can place one here, the other one is taken by the AI, and then we place these three. The goods number 3, and that is the glorious junk, which would bring us some money down here. Okay. So, but now I think we should go to the colony world. And this is a, well, that's a 12. Oh yeah, of course that's enough. So I simply move here. And now I got my first encounter phase, or first contact phase. And these are the Dell. The Dell are identified by their multiple eyes and tentacular mandibles. The Rasta invasion brought financial ruin to the Dell, and they regressed to an industrial state. They seek to acquire valuables at little or no expense to themselves. Okay. So they produce the finest dust, and they need living toys. Okay. And let's see. Their racial advantage, their special technology is a license to drill. And I think I might buy this. This gives you easy additional money, actually. Okay. Okay, so what I do now is I will sell the bionic perfume for 140. So it goes here. Then I buy the license to drill. And it says you may place a drill token on each illegal asteroid that you pass over or land on. And this has this tool symbol, so you don't need to assign anything, or you don't need any storage room. Just can place it here. It's just your license. And well, in addition to this, I will buy here another cargo bay for 40 bucks. Let me see, I paid 60 here, this for the license, so this is the IOU basically. Then I got 140, I buy 40 bucks, I pay 40 bucks for the cargo bay, so I got now 100 remaining, and I pay now 30 bucks and buy finest dust, just like this. So I got 70 remaining, so now I'm at 80 bucks. And I got a full ship now, which is good. And then we have to do an market shift. So the market is low now. Okay, we had to draw another token of the passenger need cup. And actually I drew this one, the finest dust, here. And it had to be placed at number 9 at the Zoom culture needs finest dust, and the market is high. So this is now really a good occasion to make some money. We got 3 finest dust, so if we manage to get there, that might be a good idea. Let's see. First we roll again for exploring. And that would be number 12. And I think we didn't have... Yeah, that is the inhabited moon. So now this one is explored. The wallow live there. These imposing giant lizards follow a philosophy of peace and love. They seek to spread their harmonious message throughout the galaxy. Given their terrifying stature, here we go, most beings are inclined to agree with whatever the wallow are saying. Okay. Actually, I wonder of what culture I am. I am here a lonesome. Okay, but let's see. So these are the wallow. These guys here at the inhabited moon. And they have this Zen paint job as a racial technology, so one stays there and the other one is placed here, so we can buy this. And then they produce the megalith paperweight, and there is an ambassador that waits for transportation. So we place that one here. Okay. So, let's see where to go. Of course, we leave the planet. Okay, and now another trading action will occur. Or maybe we roll. And that is now the good number 2. And we have that. So let's see where this is. These are the canned trades. And now let's see what happens. Okay, remove the following number of goods from the seller and place them in the supply area. So we are in turn 1 to 10 now. So we have to remove 2 goods from the canned trades. It is assumed that with the ongoing game, the ships are better and better. They have more storage place. So it is likely that in later turns there normally would be more goods removed than at the beginning. So that's why I'm now starting with 2 goods. So they go away. And then it says, find a buyer. According to the normal rules, the number of the buying culture must be on the good. If there are more possible buyers, find one following these priorities. So let's see. We can choose between culture number 3, 4, 5 and 6. Culture number 4 is not yet discovered. So it would be culture number 3, which is right up here. Number 4, which is, let me see where that is. Well, that is the one which is not yet discovered. Number 5 is here. And number 6 is down here. Okay, so we have more possible buyers. So first we check for demand tokens for this good. There is no demand token for that good. And then we check if there is a high market anywhere. And this is actually the case. The draw, they have a high market. So this is now our buyer. And then we go on. In the buying system, do the following. Do a market shift. So let's see. We will do this. And now there is a low market. Remove all passengers and place them back in the cup. Well, we don't have a passenger there. Remove one demand token per good traded, but there are no demand tokens. And now we see if rolled doubles 1, 2, 3. And this is the case. We rolled doubles 2. Discard a racial technology. So that's what we do. The hard burn goes now away. It is assumed that the AI bought the hard burn. And in addition, and if there are event spaces in the system, draw an event card and resolve it. Okay. So is there an event space? Yes, actually there are 2 event spaces. One here, the other one here. So let's resolve the event cards. Okay. And that says now Telegate number 4. And this now simply means place the Telegate 4 token on this encounter space. So what happens is we simply roll one of these random, there is actually a third event. So we simply roll one of these 3 spaces randomly, and that is, let me see, that is the upper space right here. So that's a little weird. We have a Telegate here, up there, right next to this one. And that is Telegate number 4. Okay, so here we are. And I'll explain later how these Telegate exactly work. Basically, these are connections between each other. And then we have this this symbol down here. So that is a production symbol of culture number 13. So if now there would be a good number 13 here in the supply area, we would place it back here on the inhabited moon. But because that's not the case, there's nothing happening. Okay, so that was basically the trading phase of the AI. And then we can move. We have an 8 here. So let's see, our basic idea is to go here somewhere to the trapped rogue planet, which would be pretty cool because we could sell then our finest dust. And we need a 2 to pass this navigational point in this direction. So I guess this is something I will do. I will place this here, and then I move 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so fine. And that's the end of that turn. Okay, again, we rolled doubles. It's an 8 this time, so another trade occurs. And I won't show you every time this happens, everything in detail, just the first 2 or 3 times, and then I think you get the idea. So let's see if this... So that will be number 7 because it's divided by 2. And, well, these would be the Melf pelts, but this is not discovered yet, so no trade occurs. Let's see now, we move here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we are at the trapped rogue planet. And that means we will get some money now. So let's sell all this stuff. First we will sell the designer jeans. And because there is a high market now, we gain 140 for this. Then we sell the finest dust. Wait a minute, I was wrong here. I cannot do this because this is culture number 9 and I cannot sell the designer jeans here. That's sad, but okay. So this is now the finest dust. We can sell that. And we can sell this for 60. But because there is this demand token, we gain an additional 50 for the first good that we sell. And then this demand token goes away. So we keep it here for now. So this is 60 plus 50 gives me 110 plus 120 is 230. Okay, then I will buy. I'm thinking about buying an engine here. It would cost me 120. The point is, I would get a much better engine down here for 300. But you can only have one engine. So I would lose that if I buy now this engine. I'm not absolutely sure, but I think I won't do this for now. I think I'll keep my money and try to buy the good engine down here. So I'm still, I got now, well, let's do it here. 1, 2, 3. So I got now 310 bucks. And I will buy, well, let me see. I want to sell, let me get that straight. Okay, so what I'll do now is I will buy for 80 the chicle liquor, and in addition I will buy now a spaceport. You can do this after the normal transaction. You have the spaceport phase. So now I can buy a spaceport and I pay 200 for that. So I get now this, and I place my spaceport here at the adjacent green space and move then up here. Okay, so I have to pay 280 for all that stuff, so that brings me down from 310 to, let me see, I think 30 bucks, huh? Yep. Okay, let me explain a little about these spaceports. Normally, well, first of all, the money I pay now for that spaceport, these 200 bucks, this is not lost. At the end of the game, it counts to your total amount of money. Second of all, if I trade at one of my spaceports, I would gain 10 bucks in addition to the normal profit that I make. And third of all, and this is now a special rule, if I trade in a system where I don't have a spaceport, then I have to pay taxes. And this makes it actually much harder. From turn 0 to turn 10, I don't have to pay any taxes because everybody is happy after the war that finally some traders come into the system. But from turn 11 to turn 20, I have to pay 10% of my profit as taxes. Turn 20 to 30, I'm forced to pay 20%, and from turn 30 on, I am forced to pay 30%. And that is really a lot. So, and you always have to pay these taxes if you trade on an enemy spaceport or on one of these well, not occupied spaceports, let's say it like that, or on one of the surface cities. The only exception where you don't have to pay taxes are actually these two neutral spaceports here, in the multi-generational ship and the nebula habitat. You cannot build spaceports there, but you also don't have to pay any taxes if you go trading there. So you will see this during the later game. Just note that I bought one spaceport here simply because, in my experience, it makes sense to use these spaceports to avoid paying too much taxes later on. If I would not have used this rule with the taxes, or basically this is one way to solve the problem that in a solitaire game it normally makes not a lot of sense to buy spaceports, because in the normal rules, anytime an opponent trades on a spaceport, you get $10 from him. But well, if you play solo, this is not such an attractive thing. So I decided to find some solution to make these spaceports more attractive to the player. And yes, if you buy a spaceport here, you can no longer land on this space of the planet. I could still go here actually, but I can no longer land here. And after buying a spaceport, your ship is placed on the spaceport. Okay. So that is now the end of this turn. Oh, and I forgot something. We got this finest dust need marker. And here we have now our cup of needs. And we simply put this back, and then we draw randomly a new marker and put it in the cup with the passengers and the needs. Okay, and then we draw another one because the turn went on here. We're now in turn 11, and we have to draw a new marker, and this time it's it's the salesman, another passenger, and he starts at culture number 9, which is, well, it's up here. And he wants to go down here. Well, sadly, I cannot pick him up in this turn and then move away. I could stay there and pick him up and then... Well, maybe I should do this. Well, this might be actually a good idea. I could do this. I could... I'm not sure if I will try to get this guy. Maybe not yet. I think not in this turn. Maybe I wait a little, and the next time I fly by there, I will try to do this. Okay. And not forget the exploration roll. That is a 6, so that would be the 3rd planet. Let's see what that is. I think I already explored that one. This is the jungle world. Yeah, and that is already explored. So let's roll our speed dice. And once again, we have some possible trading going on. In this case, it would be the good number 14, which is here. And because now we are at turn 11, you can see here in my rules from turn 11 to turn 20, we trade 3 goods. So now we remove 3 goods from here, and there is now only 1 psychotic sculpture left. So they go back here. And let's see where it goes. So we have a few options. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 is not yet discovered, but we have to check between these 3 cultures. There is number 1, number 2, which is here, and number 3, which is here. So there is no demand token anywhere, so the next thing would be the high market, so they sell it here to the nihilists. So what will we do now? We simply do a market shift here. Then we will, because it's a double 1, we will discard a racial technology. And then we had to draw an event card if there would have been an event space here in the system, but this is not the case, so we're done here. And now I got an 8, so let me see. I'm thinking about assigning a dice here on the throttle boost. That could be a good idea. I think I will do this. So I place a die here and then roll another. That is a 5. That is better. So that gives me now 13 movement points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. And 12. Very good. Well, actually, I prefer to go here to the ice world. So I don't go here, but I move from here 10, 11, 12, 13. Because then I can buy some pedigree boats here, and on my way back, sell them here. I think that's a better idea. Yeah. Okay, and now I'm here at this asteroid. Because I got a license to drill, that means I can place a drill token on every asteroid I fly over or I land on. So in this case I simply place a drill token here, just like that. And that's that's basically the end of the turn. So I'd say let's do a last turn before I load this up, and we go on here, and now we come to one of these drill symbols here. So that means every drill token on the board is now removed, and I get $10 for every drill token here. So that gives me now simply 10 additional bucks. And again we roll for exploration. Damn it. And that is planet number 3 again, and we already found that, so no exploration occurs. And then we set our speed. Oh, whoa. Okay, that's a 9, and again we roll doubles, actually triples. So we have again another trading action. Okay, so that was the chicken liquor. We had here 3 goods, and they go away now, which is pretty bad because I wanted to trade a little more in this area. Well, can't change it. The chicken liquor goes away. The question now is, where is it sold? We got 10, 11, 12, 13. Number 11 is not yet discovered. So it can be here, 12, 10, here, there, and here we have number 13. So we have nowhere a need for the chicken liquor, but here and there we have a low market. So we will go here and sell it here. We have a market shift, and the market here is now high, which is good. And this is a 3 double, so a racial technology is discarded, and that is bad. This is the Zen paint job. I really like this. It's very useful if you want to transport passengers, but now this is gone. That's really bad. And then in addition, the ambassador is removed, and it goes back in the cup because it is assumed that that the AI picked up the passengers there. And finally, we will draw an event card for one of these event spaces. So let's see what that is. That's a shield hazard. Make a shield check. So these hazard cards, they are now played like I have to do this. So like it is played on me. So in this case, if I fail this, then the turn is over. But I'm pretty good in shields actually. So I can simply assign a 3 here to my shield. So I can now add 3. And now I have a shield value of 7. So according to the normal rules, I couldn't lose, I couldn't fail here because I only have to roll, I have to roll less than my shield value, so 6 would be perfect. But my rules actually say if you roll a 6, you always lose. That keeps the tension at least a little bit. So we simply roll. Oh, great. Yeah, I love my rules. Fantastic. Okay, so, well, the turn is over for me. And it says, you know, the only thing stopping that space debris from tearing our ship apart is an infinitely thin film of theoretical particles. It's something to think about. Yeah. And then we have a production here of culture number 3. There is no good there, so there is no production actually going on. So, again, this turn is over. We were not really successful. It would have been great to make it to the ice world. And this is exactly one of these things. You always want to do one more turn, want to do the next trade and so on. But I think this is now a good end for this game. Or not for the game, but for the video. I'll load this up now and, well, hope to see you in the next one.